I hope we have him on cam because we have lost Misled, aka Skeletor. Well, knife round is over. Leader-1 did take the knife round, and looks like they're going to go ahead and pick T side on Mirage. That's kind of a big deal for Leader-1. I mean, we did see them, what, about a week ago or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. Shockingly beat CLG 16-14. That was in the RGN Freedom Cup. Yeah, September 30th is when that happened. So if anybody can do this against Noble Esports, it's going to be Leader-1 right here. Action's underway, and it looks like they're setting up for a pistol round B take. He's still gone.
All right. Ooh, all right, bring it back down a little bit.
Bring it back.
Skeletor's put in the closet for a little bit here, but
what else is in your closet, man?
Oh man, there's a lot of bad stuff in there.
A lot of bad stuff.
Leader-1 is absolutely terrorizing their way through this B bomb site right now. Shots and exposed. Last two left alive here. Noble Esports in trouble. Bomb planted. ZNF is able to take down exposed, and we only have one member left. Shots on top of Catwalk. Gets his face ripped apart there by Josh BM, and Leader-1 will take that pistol round.
Oh, Misled.
That was out of... We've been talking about doing that for so long, and, yeah.
I'm glad Skeletor finally made an appearance on CEVO TV. I mean, take that.
I will...
Well,
if we have a stream anywhere near remotely close to Halloween, I will cosplay Skeletor for the event. And I will talk in Skeletor's voice the entire time.
You should do that. Leader-1 taking the...
I really want to.
Leader-1 took the pistol round. Looks like they're setting up for an A-take. Aggression from Exposed. That's actually Rob Wiz doing work, dropping Fox in Palace. And now looks like Leader-1, they just got stalled out at ramp. They're able to take one pick, and Versus and ZNF sitting there. Char working on the split strat. He's able to take some position, but Roa knocks him out with a pistol headshot. Then you've got Emong standing in the corner. CT's put that round on lockdown.
That's a good job there. I mean, off an eco round force buy for themselves. They only drop shots at Emong, and they remove all of the Leader-1 players from the round. So Leader-1 at the large disadvantage now. Knowing that Noble Esports is at least going to be able to pick up 2 of those or 3 of those rifles and then be able to buy up in this one. So Leader-1 going to have to try and come back on an eco round of their own to set this thing right and back in favor. I mean, after dropping a very early anti-eco.
Yeah, you're going to see Leader-1 playing a little bit slow, a little bit more cautiously, and Noble Esports setup standard. They're not going to start pushing. They're not going to do anything particularly aggressive with their CT setup. It's a 2-1-2 with Flom watch in the middle. Clearly no ops or nothing like that quite in play yet. Take a look at Leader-1's buy, though. They got 4 smokes, so they're definitely going to set up for some sort of a smoke play. And you see the bomb working its way back towards A site, which tells me it's a set execute on A, and you see Josh BM up in mid. He wants to take some sort of mid control. He'll have to deal with shots, but if he can do that, it could be a good pincher move on Rob Wiz and Emong.
Yeah, so Leader-1 at the moment gearing up towards that A bomb site, looking like they want to go in that direction with that 0 player Josh BM out in mid. Probably going to try and lurk this one out. If not, try and throw a fake of his own to try and catch anybody off Catwalk that they can. But Noble's going to be set up and ready for this. Good counter pop flash comes out. That's going to be exposed, picking up 3. Mac 10 in hand. Finally goes down to Fox. Josh BM gets in that argument also, finds one out in mid. He's going to continue to work his way up connector. He will be 1 versus 3 at the moment, though, at a large disadvantage here. And I don't think this is a winnable round for Josh BM.
No, it really isn't. I mean, you look at the crossfire between Roa and Flom. Josh completely blinded at this point. Gets spammed through the box. Tries to take a couple of shots at Flom, but it's just not meant to be. He's outnumbered and outgunned. And I think that was exposed, a.k.a. Rob Wiz, for Noble Esports, who single-handedly ended up winning that round, shutting down the A execute. I mean, it was a good plan, right? You buy all the smokes, you set it all up, and you do it properly. Smokes landed, but you got to watch for that palace position, especially with an SMG, because you're at super, super close range. The SMG is going to trump the pistol right there just about any day.
And the interesting thing about this matchup, I know we didn't talk about it too much in the beginning parts of this, but we are in round 4. It's going to be just a pistol buy from Leader-1, so not much should come out here from them. Noble Esports should be able to pick this round up. But between these two teams, we have a lot of known players, a lot of players that have been around the block for quite a few years between both these teams. I mean, check it out. Shots, Rob Wiz, Flom, Emong, Roa on side of Noble Esports, and Virtus, ZNF, Char, Fox, Josh BM. A lot lot of these players have been on teams that have been in either the pro division or really high up into it. And it's really interesting to find out who's going to come on top of this one. And Noble, so far into this round, is controlling it. They have that rifle advantage, though.
Yeah, you see with the pistols, I mean, they don't have a whole lot of a hope. You saw 4 push down into mid, 1 got cut down, and then the other one was setting up to do a split A tactic. The ramp players shut down, and now it's just up to the rest of the players trying to work their way through connector. Virtus left all alone. He's going to get shut down by shots. They had full bomb control. Noble had that round from the very beginning. You bring up a really good point. There is a lot of experience, especially on the current version of Leader-1. In fact, everybody with the exception, I think, of Char has been playing this game all the way since the early 2000s. I think 2000 and 2001-ish is when everybody started playing the game. They're still a relatively young crowd, so they were kids when they were playing, but they built all those basic rudimentary skills, and they've been competitive for a very, very long time at a high level. They're probably going to go pro, and this is what they have this game, and then 2 more left to go. The Leader-1 almost has a complete foothold on the pro placement tournament, and if they can just turn this thing around on T side, then they have an even better chance.
Definitely. Leader-1's had a great season so far. If they can continue here to maintain that great season. And I mean, Leader-1 just, what was it, a week ago? Was it that they had that big victory here
over CLG?
On Mirage? Yeah, I think it was a week.
Yeah, September 30th.
Yeah, so not too long ago, well, I guess 2 weeks now at this point. But yeah, they had a huge victory against CLG on this map, so we should expect big things from Leader-1 to come out on Mirage here. Guns up on both sides of the board, and Leader-1, once they got rifles in their hands, haven't dropped a single player till Emong answers inside that A bomb site, but it is going to be a 4-on-2 with Emong and Roa possibly going to go for a retake attempt, but Emong is down. Roa's already up inside the B apartments, and yeah, not looking good here. Leader-1 only dropping Virtus and Josh BM, able to grab themselves a second round, and that all-important first buy-up goes in favor of Leader-1.
That commitment on the part of Roa, but they've got so much money, I guess it didn't matter. You may as well try and make some sort of a stance and do something, pull off a miracle if possible. It wasn't meant to be. It's 3-2 right there. Leader-1 starting to bring the momentum right back, and I mean, not surprisingly so. We're kind of catching up on some stuff we could have maybe talked about prior. This is a team which has only lost a single round or a single game. That was the Vault game, the number 3 team in CEVO-M so far this season. They're absolutely poised to dominate. They're number 2 right now, looking to secure something in the number 1 spot, hopefully over Ace Gaming.
So now, man, fast mop up, though. Noble eSports comes back from a huge loss. Exposed or Rob Wiz with the op in hand will get himself the ace, and that's going to be 10 kills for him into round 7 already. He's rocking 10-3. Showing you why he's one of these players that's been around for a long time. Notably, recently, was with the Mythic roster, back with Lex and company, back in the day, trying to make that happen. But good round for Noble, makes that 4-2, and Exposed with that ace.
Also, I suppose Rob Wiz, also a former Call of Duty pro player, made the transition to CS, working out very nicely for them. You see the bomb working its way towards B site, and a couple of people in underpass put a little bit of mid pressure on. Char might have wanted to do something to take cat control. Bomb now working its way underpass. Looks like they want to boost. Yeah, Fox trying to do the boost into window, and the bomb might just go, hey, what's going on? Fox having a really hard time boosting into the window. That's going to buy a little time for Flom to walk out. Misses the shot, but he spots 1 in mid, so they know it could possibly be EA, and you're not going to see any sort of premature rotations.
So that round 7 underway. Noble eSports with the advantage gun-wise. They're rocking the 2-hop setup at the moment. Leader-1 just onto a pistol buy after that devastating round that they suffered there thanks to Exposed. That ace was pretty eventful in that A bomb site, able to just tear people apart with the op in hand. Let's see if that will continue here into round 7, as we actually have Flom, the other opper on this team, with the 1 kill from this round, until Roa will grab 1, grabs a second. Shots is in the mix. Also, ZNF, last man standing up in the B halls, ends up going down to ZNF. That'll be 5-2 in favor of Noble, with Roa picking up that 3K on the round.
You know, one of the advantages that Noble Esports has is the fact that they have so many players who can play the op. Usually it's going to be Flom holding down that position. Interesting thing about Noble, they've made some changes recently. Roa used to be the strat caller, but even when he was the strat caller, Flom was always kind of stepping up, making a couple of counter calls and helping out. At this point, they've transitioned full leadership of the team over to Flom, an Opper. So they kind of mirror the Liquid dichotomy with the Opper. Dren holding down that position and making the calls. He's also making the kills, which is well, very important. He's down at the bottom of the board today, though. 2-3-2. Look at this execute down mid. Cutting Noble down. And at this point, you got Roa and Emong B and A. The bomb is in connector. Really good position with Josh BM also at ramp. If they push together, they don't choose to do that, though. Josh BM's going to go ahead and take the kill. Bomb starts backing off. Then Char is able to take Roa down, and it's like a cakewalk at that point.
Yeah, Char just forcing his way up catwalk, immediately hits the player in window, ends up looking all the way through connector towards the A bomb site, hits the shot onto exposed with the op in hand, turns back towards catwalk, picks up a third frag, gets the fourth and final frag of the round. Char just went absolutely nuts on catwalk that round to give Leader-1 a third one in their favor, as Noble eSports is only going to be on by 2 rounds now. And we're into round 9. Let's see if Leader-1 can keep this going, but Noble's been able to answer very well. Roa, Flom, and exposed all into it. Roa's got 2 already, so just Josh BM is going to be left alive here. And these rounds are going back and forth between these teams in very eventful fashion here.
Yeah, really aggressive mid-push. Roa leading the charge right there, but he also has some support coming from window, and that's going to leave Josh BM all alone at ramp. He's able to take one, but here comes Rob Wiz, exposed, walking around from connector. They know exactly where he is, so Josh BM falls back wisely. 1v3 situation. At this point, the round should be over, but Josh BM hoping for some sort of a miracle. See Rob Wiz baiting him out, allowing Roa to go ahead and peek up from top stairs. Josh BM tries to play the angle, makes it into a 1v1 situation, which he promptly loses to the headshot. That's 6-3, and Noble doing a fine job on CT.
Yeah, going back and forth on rounds like this, though, it's only going to end up hurting Noble in the long run. It's much cheaper to be a terrorist in this game. And as you can see, both teams' economy, they're both pretty much bought out here at this point. Noble with a little bit better end of it, though. And they're still rocking the double op look between Flom and Exposed. And Leader-1 gearing up towards, looks like actually, no, they're just going to be throwing that one smoke out towards mid. Having that catwalk smoke also. They're worried about an execute or at least an aggressive push from Noble eSports up mid one more time. So they have good smokes out on catwalk, good smoke into window. They're just trying to play some angles here, just spread out very, very wide. 3 towards A, 1 in mid, 1 towards B halls, just looking to see if they can get an aggressive push from Noble and capitalize on it.
It's interesting. Fox took the bomb all the way over towards B while the rest of the team hangs back, setting up for some sort of an A split. Fox makes noise and then backs off to pick up the bomb. Now you see it working its way towards A, and everybody's lining up for standard smoke positions, and it's going to be a set strat A take. You got Flom, Emong, and Rob Wiz playing all the way back from CT. Positions that can be smoked off pretty effectively. You see the smoke's going down, kind of a variation of the Navi sort of wall of smoke. Emong peeks the corner. He's got eyes on Fox. He's not looking in his direction. That's going to be bomb. Drops ZNF up in smoke. Emong has some idea that he might be there. Sprays down, runs out of ammo with a pistol, but still solid sight. Hold Char alone, and he's quickly shut down, Misled.
Yeah, Emong inside that A bomb site was huge for them. Gets himself a 3K, prevents Leader-1 from being able to make that execute into the A bomb site. Clean. They didn't even get a bomb plant out of the round. That will finally be, or well, not finally. I mean, Noble's done 3 in a row, then 2 in a row, and then another 2 in a row for themselves, splitting up the victories from Leader-1 in between. And Noble eSports looking very good. And if I remember correctly, let me actually go take a peek real quick while this round starts at the CSGO Lounge odds for this matchup tonight. Noble was a 34% compared to the 66% from Leader-1. So Leader-1, your definite favorite coming into this matchup. And right now, Noble looking very good.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk predictions during this this eco round here, that's exactly what I would have thought. I'd heavily bias Leader-1. They've got the higher position. They've done so well so far within this league, and then you've got that CLG victory to boot on Mirage, no less. You'd think that this is a solid map for them, but Noble doing very well. We talk about how this is a CT-sided map, but at this point, 7-3, it's looking like it's going to be more than 8 points, maybe 9, maybe 10 points on CT side for Noble, which puts them in an excellent position to go ahead and win this matchup tonight. It's absolutely huge for Noble. I mean, they're still in playoff contention. I don't think they're actually able to go ahead and make it into the pro placement tournament, but they are playing for playoff contention at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they already have 8 rounds in their favor into round 12. And remember, guys, this is a CT-sided map, so we should expect the majority of the rounds won by these teams to be from CT side. But since Noble is going to be starting out CT side, it's going to be up to Leader-1 to put up some decent numbers here on that T side to really get themselves that safety net, that if they do end up dropping a pistol from CT, that they're not immediately into match point against Noble, or Noble's not in match point against them. So my safety net, at least here on this map, I don't know if you agree with me, Pat, but it's pretty standard at this point. 5 rounds safety net from T side.
Yeah.
That way, if you end up dropping the pistol and the anti-ecos that come along with that, you're not hurting. They're not just absolutely on 15 rounds right off the bat.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, if you lose, if you can't even get 5 points, you're in serious trouble. You see a 5 stack by Leader-1 in apps. I think they're going to come pushing out to get the entry kill. One player pushed way up in apps, trying to surprise them, and now you see Flom opping, and they don't know that Shots is actually in the corner by Van. Josh BM now all alone. He's got guns all around. Shots is going to make his position known. Fires. Teammates got the crossfire all over. The round was completely all over thanks to the inability to execute outside of app. It actually got a little bit scary there, didn't it? Because you saw Noble eSports pushing all over the place, looking for information, and I don't know. They could have been caught out of position. Didn't happen.
What really set that round in favor of Noble Esports, though, was the big play from Roa. He ends up only getting 2 frags, but the fact is he had the smoke down, played the edge of the smoke deep into the apartments towards the T side of it, almost pushed up all the way through towards the top of the stairs there for underpass. Ended up delaying for long enough for his team to rotate over, and then Leader-1 just kind of got stagnant in that position up in upper B and just got blown apart by Noble. That was a great heads-up play by Roa to make that happen. Not over-hunting after he got 2 frags, but just to hold on long enough to allow the rotate to come through.
Smoke's coming out, trying to allow exit from Palace. Emong doing great work from triple. He's able to take 1 down, does a lot of damage to the stairs player. That's going to be Josh BM, jumps into Sandwich. He shuts down. Look at Roa on the quick flank. Before he even gets there, Fox is going to get taken down, and good smoke strategy on Leader-1, but they couldn't make any kind of penetration into the site, and they're cut down just like that.
Yeah, Leader-1 having some struggles at the moment. They're going to be back onto a full buy, though. And at this point, we're going to be 3, 4, 5 rounds in a row. So, yeah, that is max loss bonus coming out for here for Leader-1. Your favorite going into this matchup. We hit round 14. They need to win these final 2, make this a 10-5 half to really have a good shot at having a hopeful CT side here. Because, I mean, if you end this half 12-3, you're in trouble. If you drop a pistol round that can't get an eco off, just like that, Noble Esports will be on to that match point, because this is only a best of 1 here in your CEVO Season 8 main. So no map 2, no map 3, just a full-on best of 1 for Leader-1 to try and take this victory.
Leader-1 trying to do some sort of a heavy mid take, 1 underpass, 3 top mid, and then Josh BM waiting at A. They want to split A very badly, but you saw Exposed taking the first shot, actually taking another shot, and just cutting down all these mid players. At this point, it's going to be a 2v5 heavy man advantage in favor of Noble Esports. I think the round is more or less over. Josh BM still lurking, still hanging back at A site, and now they can't execute the strategy that was planned at all. It's just going to be 2 coming through ramp. Look, Emong in a great position to quickly respond. Exposed as well. Flom. It's going to be a 2v3 now, a 1v3 with Flom taking a quick pick on Josh BM first with the off. He's able to take 1 kill. But, I mean, it's looking really ugly. 1v4. Make that 3v1.
He's in it now.
Yeah.
There's a chance for Virtus to make this happen. He's got to be careful here on this bomb plant. There's going to be one up on the old E-box, which is going to be the stairs coming out the connector. Molotov goes down, looking to find the first shot. He's getting pinched, though, from CT spawn. Ends up going down to Emong. That was the Emong's first frag of the round, but damage was done thanks to RobWiz, and that is going to be us going into the final round of first half here. 11-3 scoreline in favor of Noble, and Leader-1 has been struggling here from the T side, and this is light years different than how we watched them play when they ended up taking down CLG.
Yeah, this is really bad news for Leader-1. 11-3 at this point, so they're not even going to get 5 points on the board. I guess that at the best they're going to win this round and get 4. They don't quite have the guns or most importantly the grenades to make it happen. You see 1 Galil in their hands and only 1, 2, 3 smokes and a single molly, couple of flashes. So whichever site they throw smokes on, That's what it's going to be. They can't do any kind of fake execute whatsoever. And now they're just going to charge in. Looks like naked. No smokes, nothing in hand. The CT side finally gets smoked off. They do have site entry. The bomb is going to go down. The post-plant smokes pop up, and that buys just enough time.
So bomb will be going down inside the A bomb site. Virtus will pick up a huge frag on Roa, the flank man coming through. So it will be a 4 versus 2. Now a 4 versus 1. Flom on the retake attempt. Hits an off shot right off the bat. Trying to find his second one. He will remove Fox. Looking to see if he can find one of these players. But the bad part about this for Leader-1 is they have so many players down at ramp. 2 of them at ramp. And, well, actually not that bad, because Virtus actually wraps his way around through the palace. Leader-1 will get themselves a 4th round in round 15, the final round of first half. So they get 4 out of it. Not quite the safety net that I desire and you desire, Pat. But, I mean, it's something. It's better than 3 rounds. It's much better than that.
Yeah, it's better than 3 rounds, but it's not a whole lot. I mean, it was a very uninspiring, unimpressive T side for Leader-1. Yeah, they got 4 rounds. Big deal. I think the real key, though, if you look at what they did, first off, B site was completely closed off. They rarely went, and every single time it ended up with complete disaster. And they tried a multiple A executes. They tried a couple of splits. They tried a couple of gambits for mid control. The thing that finally worked at the very end was going in without a real set strat. Just rush in, take control violently, and then get the post-plant smokes. Because the problem is, even if they could get the bomb down, they couldn't hold it, and the smokes really helped that time around. Too bad they couldn't crack the code earlier.
Yeah, definitely. Leader-1 having some trouble in that first half, but now things have switched. They're on CT side. They have the advantage from the CT side, but they really need this pistol round to go in their favor. Otherwise, Noble Esports could possibly push this into a scenario where we're looking at 14-4, where if Leader-1 at this point has just been straight up out shooting, or excuse me, Noble Esports has straight up been out shooting Leader-1, and if they continue on that path at a 14-4 scoreline, they're going to be looking pretty to end up taking this one home in quite devastating fashion against Leader-1. Already Josh BM and ZNF are both down here, so Noble Esports has pretty much set themselves ready into this round. They get the bomb planted at that A bomb site. It'll be a 3-man retake attempt.
Yeah, it's going to be 3v5 too, which is really really difficult. Plenty of armor in the hands of Exposed Emong and Roa as well. You see Flom, he's going to get into a little firefight with Fox. Fox surprisingly is able to get that kill, which is entry into the site, but the time is ticking down. Virtus wants to make his way forward. Emong doing the good fight in sight, and then you have 2 stuck in CT. If only they had a smoke or something. Virtus, he's going to try and stick it. Roa peeks around the corner. Can he get the kill? Gets the teammate, and then finally gets the 2K, saving the day. 4K.
Yeah, Roa with the big 4K there, preventing Leader-1 from getting the defuse. And now we're into that scenario we were talking about, where Noble Esports, it takes the pistol round away from Leader-1, and this is looking rough. I don't think there's a lot of people who expected this, but this would be, even though the lounge, even though the lounge odds were like a little bit more even than you would think, but honestly, Leader-1 is the definite favorite coming into this one, and this would be a large upset if Noble Esports is able to hand Leader-1 their 2nd loss of the season.
Yeah, it's tremendous. It doesn't mean that much for Leader-1 because I think they will still be. Well, they're absolutely still in playoff contention. They should still have a pretty good shot at making it into the pro placement tournament. They have 2 more games to do after that. Last round, though, I mean, it was really all about that nice smoke strat, just double smoking off the connector jungle area, and they walk in. This time around, might be a fake. You see Exposed walk around the corner along with Emong. Emong's going to get taken down by Fox, and Exposed chases down, trying to sell the fake. It's not a fake, though. Bomb makes its way to underpass, and they want to go splitting the A bomb site. They're down 1 player, but they still have the gun advantage.
Wow, Virtus does pick up a nice shot there, taking down shots, and man, Josh BM steps up, able to get 2 out of the exchange. And that will just leave Exposed by himself. P90 in hand, hits 1 shot. Actually makes it 2 for himself. Let's see if he can collect some more, but man, bomb down, tough location. Gotta check your right. Exposed doesn't look. Virtus will get him with the MAC-10. And Leader comes up huge, or Leader-1, excuse me, comes up gigantic there with a big eco victory for themselves.
Yeah, the window peek. It's all about that window peek. Just walked around the corner, catching all those players off guard. And then Josh BM walks around the corner and says, "See ya." Cutting them down to size. Is absolutely necessary victory for Leader-1. They've got a couple of guns in their hand, and it's going to force Noble Esports down to an eco. Plenty of rounds. Oh, look at Roa. Whiffing. The smoke grenade. That's going to make mid control a little bit more difficult to take.
So now into round 18, Leader-1 with the advantage here. Emong ends up going down to Virtus. And Virtus trying to find a second one, but Fox will end up picking up MPs in hand. Trying to fight for some more. Leader-1 with the advantage now. If they can start the comeback train right now, that would be huge for them. Char ends up getting one at the corner of the smoke. Drops a Molotov off to prevent anybody from Noble from pushing up on him, but Fox does end up pushing up. Ends up getting the shot. Blom, last one left. Can't do anything about it. He'll end up going down to Fox also. So Fox picks up a 3K and an anti-eco round of their own, and Leader-1 now has 6 rounds in their favor.
Yeah. That was just sad. They wanted to do some sort of work down mid, and I mean, with the failure of the smoke, you can't really confidently peek down mid like that. And then the smoke grenade, or rather the incendiary, failing to hold the team back.
So into round 19 now. Noble eSports is still up 12-6 over Leader-1, but Leader-1 has the gun advantage here. Pistol execute coming into the A bomb site. Noble eSports. I'm combining both teams now. Noble 1. It's the hybrid of Leader-1 and Noble eSports, but they do find themselves a bomb plan. They're able to get that thing down in time, and exposed from the back of the firebox will get Virtus. ZNF very, very quick, though, with the trade out. Leader-1 will be able to get themselves a 7th round after the defuse comes in. So Leader-1 on that comeback trail. I don't know if it's a full comeback yet, but they are CT sided. They did pick up a big eco round in their favor, which has led to 2 in total after that. Let's see if they can keep that going, as Noble will be on the bye.
Yeah, I think that was good investment on smoke grenades. They ended up blocking off pretty much the entire jungle connector side. They left CT exposed, but they didn't plant the bomb where it's going to be exposed to that position. All they wanted is the bomb plant so they could get plenty of money. Noble eSports now with an off, they got a lot of smokes. They can do a really solid execute. And they're setting up for something at A site. See, now 2 in Palace, and Emong shots and Flom setting up. And I think they're just going to do an old-fashioned smoke strategy and then try and split straight down Palace and ramp. You see a really aggressive position by Virtus down mid, so we're going to have a fast rotate back into ace. ZNF all alone, though.
Ooh, Roa does find himself an entry on the ZNF, so Noble eSports on their first full buy this round have gotten themselves the entry. Good smokes down into the A bomb site. That typical smoke strat that we're going to see coming out for most teams, and good re-smokes will come out. Virtus does find one on 2 exposed, though, as he's going to be up inside the connector on the box, trying to find another one. But it will be a 4-on-4 with Leader-1 on a 4-man retake attempt.
They're going to start pushing through the smoke. Fox out of Palace. He could surprise. Bro is going to be sitting down here, gets taken down. Virtus drops low. Bomb is not really planted for ramp. You're going to see Molly's going down and trying to push around the corner. Emong somehow, miraculously, is able to find this very final kill, and the bomb's going to go down. Everybody's dead. A costly round, but it was a victory for Noble, putting him that much closer to securing Mirage.
So we're going to enter into round 21 now with Noble and 13 rounds in their favor. Leader-1 is going to be able to force buy out of this one. I guess it's kind of a force buy concerning Fox, Josh, and ZNF, and Virtus only having head armor here, but against AKs it doesn't really matter. That one bullet to the head is one bullet to the head and you're dead with an AK, so it doesn't matter on their part. Noble eSports able to make a full, complete buy out of it. Head armor across the board to prevent the M4 insta-death. Let's see if they can keep this going. That's going to be 2 entries in favor of Noble eSports. Virtus does find one to trade out a frag, but still the damage is done at this point. Bomb planted at A, and Noble working that bread and butter into this A bomb site.
Again, though, the Fox coming on the lurk on the flank, he's coming up really big and distracts the team just long enough for Char and Virtus to poke around the corner from jungle connector and take the kills. That was the exact same round, the exact same execute as last time, where they smoke off CT, they smoke off jungle connector area, and then they come walking in. They isolated the team, but this time the rotation came in a little faster, and Fox was far more effective coming in from T side and ramp, and it all fell apart. You know, sometimes it works very nicely, but if you start repeating the same tactics, the team's going to adapt, and Leader-1's smart. They did that. They've got the economic advantage now, pulling out a FAMAS. In fact, it's a little bit of a force buy, but hey, they have to. They know the finances for Noble have been wrecked.
So now Noble going to be back onto that eco round as Sabo was just talking about. There's ZNF finds one aggressive push into the palace. Roa quickly trades him out, but Josh BM from the sandwich gets two. Almost makes it. Actually, no, he does make it a third before he finally goes down. But Flom does pick himself up in M4, able to get the one frag on the trade out, then take down Fox in the connector. So he's forced us all the way down into a 1-on-2 situation into round 22, where Noble Esports, if they end up winning this, but the bomb is all the way up on balcony. That's going to be tough for Flom to make this happen. Let's see if Flom, that wily veteran that we know he is, can make something happen here.
Yeah, such a bad spot for the bomb. Flom slowly checking every corner. He's got plenty of time, 51 minutes. I think he's going to cross a line of fire right here. Ooh, jumps up high. Trying to find if anybody's watching from CT. Vertus right there. Gets the kill, makes it a 1v1 situation. That's a 3K round for him. Charge in the corner. Charge going to keep coming and gets the kill.
That was so extremely close for Flom to be able to make that happen. That would have been a 4K, and well, at that point, that would have been a 1 versus 3 clutch for him to make, but didn't quite go in his favor. Leader-1 now has 9 rounds in their favor. Noble Esports with only 13, and you still have to consider that a successful eco round if you're Noble Esports, just because that was an eco round. You didn't get the bomb planted, but you did so much damage to their economy. As you can see, I mean, Leader-1 bought thoroughly into this round, with ZNF only being able to pick himself up a FAMAS.
Now you see the setup for some sort of an A fake, possibly, with Expose and the Emong working their way towards the B site. Smoke's going to be thrown down. That doesn't really matter so much because it's going to be up to Shots, Flom, and Roa to maybe try to sell this fake. Looking at Emong, yeah, he's sitting at back gaps right now, waiting on something to happen. And there's the flashes. There's the smokes. This is pretty much the same strategy that they've done. Roa, Flom, Shots all poke out around the corner, but the real action's going to be happening at B site. Char, not sold.
He's just going to sit towards that B bomb site, which is going to be the correct thing to do. Emong doesn't go down. Char takes a ton of damage, drops the Molotov. That's actually going to burn him if he's not careful, but he'll avoid that and end up taking down Emong, but Exposed trades him out, and Vertus on the rotate into the kitchen. Picks up a nice op shot on that player at the van, so we're going to have a 2 versus 1. Flom again in a clutch scenario. Vertus fires up a shot. They know exactly where Flom is, but the flank will be coming out from Catwalk, and Fox will end up hitting the shot with the AK. Gets himself 2 frags in his favor, and Leader-1 has brought this all the way back within 3 rounds, and we have a game on hands here, folks.
Yeah, the Leader-1's really starting to close it up on CT's side, and that was really a big round by Char right there. Even though he only got 1 kill, it was really good of him to get into a sneaky position and not give up an inch on the B site. Get the early tell, get the first kill, and allow for the rotation to happen quickly. Also, look at the commitment on the part of Noble Esports that round. Really pushing hard with 3 players into the A site to try to sell that fake. It was really costly, and it left only 1 person to come back and assist at B site.
So we're entering into round 24. Noble Esports will be on an eco round. We're going to have ZNF and company trying to make some frags in their favor. ZNF with just an SMG in hand will take down Exposed and Emong. The A split is on, but Leader-1 absolutely mops that up. Doesn't drop a single player. If you're in an anti-eco round, that is the biggest thing about it. Not only winning that round, but not dropping a single player, not having to have any rebuys, building your economy just that much better is absolutely huge.
Yeah, it's huge. Leader-1 finally able to get a real decent buy. They got ops, they got all the nades and M4s possible. Noble Esports close to the max loss bonus at this point. They're going to buy up pretty heavily as well. And Flom walks around the corner like it's nothing, gets the first kill, but it's actually 1 for 1 because Vertus was able to go ahead and take down Rob Wiz. That is Exposed in the console here. So it's going to be 1 for 1, slightly benefiting Noble Esports. Bomb still at T, so clearly they're just spreading out, playing for some sort of picks, and then they're going to make a decision. The Shots kill on Char might just make the decision for them that B could be clear. In fact, Fox, the only one watching that side at this point.
Yeah, this is a huge round for Leader-1 here. If they can continue to go in this fashion, boost their economy, And essentially, well, no, it would be a 5-round loss bonus for Noble Esports, so they'd be able to get something going here for themselves. Probably not ops, but they would be able to at least be on that max loss bonus, get themselves some AKs back in hands, force a round out of it. But we're evened up now thanks to Josh BM. We're going to be 3-on-3 into round 25 with Leader-1 trying to get within 1 round of Noble Esports.
Yeah, but they left the B side completely open. That's going to allow Flom and Shots to come walking through. Fox, suspecting something, he comes in through underpass, back absence, coming around the corner. No one's actually watching this corner, so he should be able to get 1 free kill. See Shots, there's the headshot. Now his position's been given up. He's spotted by Flom. Flom takes a lot of damage, backs off. This is good, though. Fox buying time for his teammates before he finally goes down. Emong spots ZNF, moving in. 1v1, nade, and Shots. Emong does a lot of damage to ZNF, catching him with a nade out. However, ZNF has the op, holding the hard angle, spots him, peeking around the corner. If this ain't Source, ZNF gonna go down.
Yeah, Emong, a huge 3K there, able to clutch himself the round, or clutch the round for his team. Noble Esports up 14-11 now. That'll boost their economy a little bit, but Leader-1, with those good anti-eco rounds that they picked up, not dropping players, that's what made this next round possible, or round 26 that we're in right now. Leader-1 able to buy into this one at least a little bit here. We're going to only have Char with a 5-7 in hand. But head armor comes out for him, so Virtus needs to come up big with the op in hand. And again, Noble Esports going back for that bread and butter towards the A-bomb side. Flom hits a huge shot on the ZNF. Let's see if he can grab another one. Josh BM will be able to answer, and it will be an even 4-on-4 as Noble Esports trying to take their way into that A-bomb site. But they're kind of getting thwarted at the moment. They do get the bomb planted. Let's see if they can hold against the retake.
Yeah, Josh Bam in a really good position, but he starts over peeking it just at the wrong time when Shots comes around the corner, so he's going to get taken down. Fox on the flank. He's done this every single time. Shots has finally figured it out, takes him down. So now it's 2v2. Bomb is down, so the pressure's really on for Char and Virtus coming from really the expected angle. Zemong walks around the corner, wide peeks, takes Virtus down, and now it's Char all alone. Char's position's given up, so we have a nice little 2-man crossfire set up. All they have to do is wait and allow Char to walk right into the trap, and they even kill it out. Bomb doesn't even have to go off.
Yeah, that is absolutely rough. If you're Leader-1, Noble Esports is now on match point. You have no real economy to speak of. You have to force buy no matter what. You're going to buy out everything that you can. Josh BM is able to get himself an M4. The rest of the team, though, going to have to go on pistol armor with some utility to try and hold. And if you're Noble Esports, you have to be happy with this.
Yeah, this is absolutely awful for Leader-1. Look at the buy. I mean, well, 1 smoke, 3 flashes. They were able to get 1 single rifle. You even have 1 player already dead just like that with Roa. I like how Leader-1, they're not getting too aggressive. They're just kind of sitting back trying to play some sort of position. But, I mean, it's a little too late. Supposed to be able to walk around the corner, and then the dark player gets taken out just like that. Virtus and Char, it's up to them. Virtus takes 1 kill, maybe gets a little too aggressive, peeks the corner of Connector, and he's going to get shut down. Char, 1 versus 4 with nothing but a pistol.
Yeah, Char has to hero this round, 1v4 to keep his team alive in this, but at this point, Noble Esports should win this 16-11. Roa's going to be looking through the window, sees the head of Char. They know exactly where he's at. Char does pick up a frag, but he has exposed directly in his face. Can he get exposed? He's able to hit exposed also. He's got to be 1 versus 2. Not a lot of time on his side, though. He's got to get both these frags extremely fast. Time ticking down. He doesn't even have enough time to get the defuse off, and Emong will collect the final frag of the round. That'll be a victory for Noble Esports, 16-11 over Leader-1, and that is a pretty large upset. If you were on CSGO Lounge voting for Leader-1, or just in general, Leader-1 was a definite favorite for that, and they end up going away tonight with a 2nd loss in their column in that Season 8 for CEVO.
Yeah, that's huge. I think the real problem was Leader-1's T side. It took them so long to really crack the code on what Noble was doing. They won the pistol round on T side. Okay, so that's great. That's a start right there. But then they lost that first round right afterwards, and they couldn't establish any sort of momentum. Like we kind of talked about after the first half, they kept trying to do some sort of AX here and there, but it wasn't until they just started kind of YOLOing in and then post-plant smoking where they had any sort of success. That was round 15, a little bit late to figure that one out. And then even so, there's no guarantee it's gonna continue thereafter. CT side was absolutely great. They picked up what, 7
Yeah.
rounds right there. Awesome, great. That's a good road to victory. Problem is, your T side sucked, and that's why they ended up losing it.
Yeah, I mean, only 4 rounds from the T side is definitely going to be troublesome. It's not into that safety net that you would like to have it in. But, I mean, they did what they could. They tried to bring it back. They made at least a decently tight game out of it. It still wasn't quite enough. But that will not do it for us tonight, guys. Remember, we got a best of 2 coming up in the Pro Division right now. That is going to be Enemy versus Winter Fox. And we actually should be getting into that one pretty fast here with some vetoes and everything for that. So, actually, what? 11:30? Oh, never mind. I was wrong. I thought it started right now. All right. Well, never mind. It'll happen very, very soon. So, we'll be into that match as soon as we can, guys. And thank you again for tuning in. Thank you again, guys, for watching. And remember, Enemy versus Winter Fox will be coming up next. And that should be in 22 minutes that we should be bringing that one back live. And we're going to go through our full Alpha Draft pregame show with that game, as it will be CEVO MLG Season 8 Pro League coverage. So make sure you guys stay tuned and are ready for that one. We're going to go on break. Once that game's ready, we'll bring it right back into it.